Good morning. This is Derek Demore with Futures Demore and Futures Networks Live. We're going to go through our opening bell sequence. The group's indicators were saying to go either short or long. Long-term perspective short. Within the last year, it looked more of like a long based on what we're looking at. So I decided to go long. On the S&P 500, we got in at 41.43. On the NASDAQ, right around 1863.50. And then on the Russell 2,220, and we'll find out what happened here. We decided, so immediately the NASDAQ took off and gave us our 24 points right in the first candle. So we were good on that. And then the G8S4 that we took needed to get up to 41.49 for us to get our points. And we hit it in the first candlestick, but just barely. So I actually split this and I took 41.48.50 on one and 41.49.50 on the other. So I still averaged 8, but I wasn't sure where it was going to end up. Looking left, there was some spots that I thought might hold us up right there, which it kind of did for a while. And then our Russell trade, interesting kind of what I did. So at this point in this candlestick, I had already won the 2 out of 3 full points. And so our fill was up at 22.30. So way up here. And I was like, and it was looking like it was kind of failing. So I decided to take 7 on 1, which is what it gave me on this candlestick. And then I pulled my stop up just above our entry. So I ended up taking 7 and plus 0.25. So I'm just going to call it 3.5 as an average for the 2 contracts. And so overall, a very positive day. And then it turned around. I drew this channel and it broke the channel and went below. And so, one of those trades that you're kind of going, ooh, I should have been short once it was there. So a good morning. And now let's look at kind of end of day and yesterday, what happened and all that kind of stuff. So on the dailies, kind of split the uprights. Not surprising that happened. The wick did come down into one of my predictions. So, at least at some point it got there, and that's kind of half the battle. So you can see that, wick to wick, that was kind of accurate. So today you can see we've definitely had a turnaround. I'm going to draw a channel and then make a prediction on this one. So you can see the channel that I've drawn. We've already come down. Now, obviously we could end up, down here, but it looks like we bounced, and this 41.40, and if the 41.30 holds, then we're going to be up here. If this does break this 41.30, you got the 10 period down here at 41.20, but if it does break, then we could be looking at down in the 41.06. So that could be a potential. In fact, all right, I changed my tune. I'm putting it down here. We'll find out what happens. Get your popcorn ready. And on the MNQ, very similar, wicks reached within, closed a little bit above where I thought. So today, a very similar look. It just depends on whether we're holding this 10 period or not. Right now, it looks like we're going to. So let's see. So I kind of think, we're going to we've already touched this 13.8 area. We're going to bounce off that and come back up here. This is going to be different than what the S&P prediction is. So I'm not sure. Could be interesting. But I'm going to go with it. I like my track record so far. And lastly, the MNQ or the Russell, and I actually hit the target yesterday. A little bit more bearish on this one. We're already down here again. We pulled back up. Boy, let's see. Let me figure this out. We could hit the 2 sigma today. I'm not sure about that one. We could fall short, kind of like we did up here on this end. So I'm thinking right in this S3 area that we touch and then end up at, or maybe come down and touch and wick back. So somewhere right in the middle of the S3, and then right at the 50 period moving average, which we're below right now, which is, significant. We should look back at some more detail crosses and where we're at long term. So hold on one second. So long term, looks like we're kind of in an ABC correction pattern now. If we do break this low back from March 25th, that could be significant and finally getting back to the 200 period moving average. Right now, we're getting close to the 89, which we're between the 50 and the 89. The 10, look at this, the 10 is just crossed the 21, and the 10 is about potentially going to cross the 50 if this continues down. So that might be something we look for. Now the MNQ doesn't have anything close to that. The 10 period's way above the 21, the 50, they're all in order. So right now, nothing to necessarily be concerned about, although, a retest of the 21 period is potential. So, man, this is looking, the more and more I think about this, all the charts are looking negative today, but I'm going to stick with what I said. And very similar here, the 10 above, all of them are in order. So nothing substantial right now to be concerned about unless the 10 starts to nozzle down, which looks like we're having some retracements right now. So how did we end up today? Here's the totals: MES, MNQ, and M2K. 8 plus 8 plus 24 plus 3.75, 35.75. And here are our totals. Thanks for being with us, becoming more profitable traders, positive points for breakfast, and learning how to trade these markets. Stick with us, subscribe, and like, and thank you for being a part of Futures to More and Futures Networks Live. Have a great day.